As you know, we got some bumper damage to this Corvette here. Then we've got the radiator grill, and the radiator was damaged. Was hoping to maybe get away with not replacing it. It doesn't look very good though. There's a little too many dings and dents in it. It's not leaking at all. So I was thinking about taking the bumper off, get the radiator out, or get it checked out. And I went to turn the wheel here and found out there is something bent back here. So we got to figure out the tire's actually rubbing it back there. So this can't even turn. I don't know what's behind this. I don't think the radiator is directly behind this. I don't know if just the plastic is bent or the radiator support must have a bracket behind it. That may be bent too. So we're gonna get this fender liner out of here and see what is behind there. I think it's just a bunch of, just like the rear, it's quite a few torque screws in there. And we'll see what else is needed to take this out. Fender liner's out. That was a struggle because I didn't take the tire off, but you can still do it. Take it out. And wow, is there a lot more damage in there. That radiator did not look that bent. And then the rear support right here is definitely bent way back. So that front bumper is gonna have to come off because that tire definitely is hitting that support. More tear down, more parts to order. Not sure what all that's gonna be. Hopefully it didn't get that fan. We do have to get this front bumper cover off. I believe there's some screws hiding behind this plastic trim. Doesn't feel like there's any screws holding it down. Oh, gotta love plastic clips. Look at that. Just a bunch of plastic clips in there. Set that back. So a whole bunch of Torx bits. So we got to get all those out. It looks like we've got a bunch more under the front half. Couple more splash shields we're gonna have to take off. Looks like some 7mm bolts. Some more Torx. We don't want to lose those. I don't know if that one, I think we can slide that one over. Dropped one. I think I can get it. Saved it. Got it. So we got the front edge of the bumper, headlight, fender. Looks like there's some screws right in here going that way in the bumper. but that's going to be tricky. Not sure how that comes out. If we got to pull the headlight out yet. A little digging into that here. To get the screw hanging onto the bumper, you can sneak in behind the fender liner, take out these few bolts on the edge, and you can actually peel this back, and you can get in, you can kind of sneak in there. So we're gonna pull that out. There's one screw that holds that bumper on. The other two are holding the clip on so they don't actually attach to the bumper. Okay, so lied about taking the one screw out. You do have to take all three to get this bumper off. It's kind of sits in like this on the bumper. And those little tabs clip into there. So you got the first bolt, I thought, that's all you had to take out. Then you got to take the second two out to relieve the clip from here. Just bust it on the other side. So that's why I didn't think you had to take the whole thing out. We're almost there. I took all the screws out of the bottom. Just a whole bunch of Torx all the way across the bottom, about 500 of them, maybe a little less. But I still have to figure out how to get this section off. That's screwed. That's about the only thing left, I think, hanging on to that. Today we're continuing taking the front bumper cover off. It's pretty much all done, except on both sides you've got electrical connectors that are going to hang it up. So this one here is the driver's side, behind the fender liner, and right underneath the edge of the fender, you've got the camera wiring. What you're going to do is pry this tab forward, if I can here. A little tough with one hand. There you go. So you can pry that tab forward, then you can push. Try to push it there. You may have to do this with two hands, but you're gonna push in this tab right here, and then those are gonna separate. Same goes for the top. You're gonna take that little red safety tab, pry it forward, and press the little button, and then these are gonna separate. All right, so that's what they look like separated, so you know which side comes off. You're just gonna press this tab in and just pull back on that, and they pop right out. So those are for the two cameras. And now the bumper cover should be ready to come off. I think that's the only thing that was holding it on. On the passenger side, there's one electrical connector, same spot. Should be just about everything to get this off. Yep. So that is off now. If you're wondering how to get a headlight out of a C8 Corvette, front bumper definitely has to come off. Looks like there's this screw here. This one's hiding underneath the bumper cover. That sits right over here. There's no prying it back to get to that. You've got a tab right here, also under the bumper cover. There's no prying that one back either. And then there's one on the outer edge. This one you can, I think, sneak out, but there's no point because you have to take the bumper cover off anyway just to get to those other two. So not a fun headlight to change, it appears.